Welcome, everybody. My name is Terry Bates. I am the director of the Cornell Lake Erie Research and Extension Lab in Portland, New York. I'm also the project leader on our precision viticulture project titled Efficient Vineyard. You can find information about it on efficientvineyard.com. And today I have with me Dr. Cain Hickey, who's been a postdoc on the program for about a year now. And we just wanted to ask him a simple question about what he thought were the major take-home messages or lessons learned from his year on the project here in New York.
All right. Thanks, Terry. So I'll say that the major take-home for me was that it is possible to use sensors to scan your vineyard and get meaningful information from those sensors. And what I'm talking about is using the sensors to predict things like vine size, predict things like crop yield, and then use that information to form crop load differences throughout the vineyard, and then formulate a management plan. So specifically what I'm talking about, the biggest eye-opener for me was the ability to manage crop loads, but precisely rather than blindly and broadly. And what I'm talking about is one of the growers made a comment to me once that, well, I can go through and thin my crop, and I'll save money in one section because that crop might ripen quicker because it was overcropped. But then I would turn around and do the same thinning in an undercrop section of my vineyard and totally throw all that money away. And so this project to me is about identifying those areas that you might throw money away by blindly thinning, and providing the growers with information about where to and where not to thin to precisely manage your crop loads, improve ripening in the current season, and maintain perennial vineyard health.
All right. So what have you been doing for the past year? Like, what has been your role on the project?
Well, as a postdoc, what I've been doing mainly is scanning vineyards, working with Rhiannon Jakubowski to make vineyard maps of NDVI scans, also soils. And we've also been collecting a lot of things like fruit chemistry data throughout these vineyards, differentially by vineyard section, as deemed by NDVI scans. And basically putting that information together to understand exactly what might be causing that, where the variability is and what might be causing that variability. And so up to this point, I think we have a good idea of vineyards that we'll be working in the coming field season, and potentially what type of variable rate management strategies growers could use this season, whether it be crop thinning, shoot thinning, soil management, weed management, things like this. So I think this whole year has been really fundamental in getting to the point now where we're actually ready to move forward with these variable rate trials.
All right. So if you could look into your crystal ball 5-6 years down the road after this project is over and we start implementing some of this stuff, and what do you see as the long-term impact of this project on vineyard management?
Well, the long-term impact for me is especially in those with really large acreage situations, that they can use hopefully the technology with confidence that it is providing them with meaningful information that they can then turn around and use it to manage against, and hopefully in a mechanical fashion, because I think that is where kind of this project is pushing things, is to use things that are mechanical rather than boots on the ground and labor intensive. So 6 years down the road, I imagine this project having an impact in terms of just the mechanical and the efficiency and the precision with which vineyards are managed, particularly in rather large acreage production systems like Concord or juice or table grapes out in California, or even like the San Joaquin Valley where they have large acreage wine grape production.
Yeah. All right. And most importantly, so Cain is from this area, did his graduate work down with Tony Wolf from Virginia Tech, and has come back up here for a year. So how do you find the fishing in Western New York and Western Pennsylvania?
Good. That's good. Terry knows I'm a big fisherman, and the steelhead fishing is great. It's just this time of year, the fish are in there. It's just too cold for me to fish. So it's good. It's there. Lake fishing's good too.
Well, unfortunately, Cain is going to be leaving us and leaving the project. He's successfully got a faculty position in viticulture down at the University of Georgia. So he's going to become a bulldog. And it's been great having you here,
All right.
and thanks for all your help.
Thank you, Terry.